Hey friends, Rob Phoenix, Hexenmeister here. Hope you're all doing well. Another beautiful day, South Central Pennsylvania. The weather did initially have like the days getting colder for next week, like down in the 40s and 50s, but now it's all changed and it's all up 60s and 70s. So spring is here. First, I just wanted to pop in. This isn't going to be like a super educational video, but number one, got a haircut. I like it. It feels good. And since it's nicer out, I want to get that sun on my face. And like I have this great big huge forehead, so I like to get sun on that. Um, but yeah, my hair's not great now. It's like real thin on top, so when it's longer, like you see my scalp and like this long hair, and it just looks like I'm desperately trying to do be something. I don't know. So anyway, that got cut. But today was the day of surgery number one. So the left hand got done today. I told Bill I feel like a Hellboy with that big hand he has. And telling you right now, it doesn't feel good. Uh, there's not a lot of pain, but even though I had the surgery like 6 or 7 hours ago, there's all this like numbness, like it's trying to fall asleep. And like, I don't feel that at all. I don't like the way it feels. It feels like it's falling asleep, like there's no circulation getting to it. But I guess the other option is that when that wears off, what is it going to feel like? They did remove they did remove a bone from my hand. I don't know what that means for the future. I don't know what that means. Like, did they like then connect two bones together? Will my hand be shaped different? I literally have no idea. But I wanted to keep that bone piece. Because how cool would that be for like an ingredient in a charm or a ritual? Like, the bone from the left hand of a Hexenmeister. That's just, there are a lot of those old timey charms that do call for that, like the bone of a hanged man or whatever. Um, so yeah, the bone of the left hand of a Hexenmeister. Sadly, they said no. They don't let you take your body parts home with you. And I just thought, like, well, it's mine. It's been mine for almost 52 years. Can I have it? But no, you can't have it. So anyway, if anybody's looking for like bone fragments from a Hexenmeister, you'll just have to wait until I die. And then, you know what? I'll just put it in my will that you can come and just collect whatever you want. Uh, Probably won't let you do that. But anyway, so yeah, no bones from the left hand of a Hexenmeister. I just thought that'd be very cool to have. I'd probably be the only person that has it. Like, all Hexenmeisters who have left hands have bones in there. Anyway, um, what I want to talk to is that when you know how it is, like when you're like if you're sick or you're unable to do certain things, you feel kind of vulnerable. Like I'm feeling useless because there's all kinds of limitations not being able to use this hand at all. But I found myself today feeling very like I got to do stuff. So I was like doing stuff out in the yard with just my right hand. I was trying to get the dogs out. I was trying to like straighten up around the house. And Bill's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know. I can't just sit." I took a book out front earlier. I was sitting on the porch and I was like trying to read. And I feel like because I can't do stuff, like I'm not allowed to do stuff, all of a sudden I want to do stuff. I know that sounds weird, but anyway, it's a limitation that I guess I don't do well with it. And um, I'm off work now for 7 days. I go back Thursday next week. So I have all this time. I'm probably going to really annoy you guys with a bunch of videos, but you know, uh, that's okay. That's fun. And since it's going to be nice, um, I may try and do some light stuff like in my outdoor magic circle because I really want to, I don't know, do something with that space this year. Like last year, it was just there and we had a fire pit in there, but it was one of them gas powered fire pits, but we never used it. We had like four chairs out there in this gas powered fireplace. We never used it. So we put the fireplace out for the trash and put the chairs back in the garage. And now I have my outdoor magic circle. I did find this nice log in the park, like down the road. And Josani and I brought it home in a wheelbarrow. Like they were cutting down a bunch of like old trees in the park, so they just left a bunch of pieces. So we grabbed this like log, probably about 3 foot tall. One of the edges is really sort of jagged, so I like push that part into the ground and have a flat surface. Um, I'm not sure how I want to do it. If I want to put it as like a sort of altar kind of situation right in the center or in the eastern area. I'm kind of leaning toward the center. That way I can move around. Like in ceremonial magic, you're doing a lot of rotations around that circle. I remember the witchcraft days, the altar was kind of like facing, it was kind of in that, like on the edge of the circle. Well, I was taught it was in the north, but largely ceremonial magic is facing the east, and particularly in powwow and hexenmeister work, you're facing east. So I think I'll put it there in the eastern area. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I just contradicted myself. I'm kind of leaning towards the center, but I don't know. We'll see. It's not, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on what I'm going to do. I'm done talking about it because I could just ramble about it because I'm so indecisive. Um, so yeah, there's that. So it's kind of cool. Like I feel like well, another good thing happened today. Um, the last time I went to the doctor, which was the first time I went for this, which was like a month ago. And, of course, they weighed me and I was 225 pounds, which that is outrageous for me. But I'm also no longer 6'3". I've been 6'3" since I was 15 years old. And now I'm like 6'1.5". So I'm shrinking. And now that I'm basically like a short person, to weigh 220 pounds is like, I was ridiculous. I was overweight. So, but it's my own fault. I knew what I was doing. I was getting a coffee every day at Dunkin' Donuts. And because my coffee pot broke like a year or two ago and I just didn't replace it, I thought, nah, I'll just go to Dunkin' every day and get a coffee. Their coffee is better than anything I can make here. And, but then a coffee turned into, oh, I'm going to get a box of those 10 munchkins. Um, yeah, I was doing that every single day. So it really packed on the pounds. Now that people say this, like guys can lose weight easier than girls. I don't know if that's true, but I stopped doing that a month ago. Like as soon as he said, "Oh, your weight is 220 or 225 or whatever," basically saying, "Hey, fat ass, you're fat." So I thought, well, no more munchkins for me. And when he weighed me today, I was 203 pounds. Didn't stop drinking coffee. I still put 6 sugars in my coffee. No cream because that upsets my stomach. But I just cut out the munchkins and I lost all that weight. So anyway, I'm happy to say I've shed pounds, I've shed hair, I've shed bone, and I'm like almost 20 pounds lighter. So yay. Um, so that's that. And I start this, my insurance set me up with this like uh this screen. I can't think of the word for it right. Screen tablet. And it's just an at-home physical therapy program. Hilariously enough, my physical therapist's first name is Phoenix. Weird, right? So anyway, I'm going to start that not today because I just got the surgery. I don't think I'm going to start it until because this has to stay on until next week when I see the physical therapist for the first time. They're going to remove all this mess, my Hellboy hand, and start my own physical therapy. So hopefully that numbness will go away, but I don't want the numbness to be replaced by agonizing pain. They did give me these like super strong pain meds. I don't do well with pain medication, just because it causes other like unpleasant effects in my body. So we'll see. It's called like oxycodone, something like that. I have taken one so far, and because I was feeling some pain when I first woke up from the surgery, uh, I seem to take the pain away, but I don't like that tingling, numb feeling, and I feel like that's actually getting worse. At one point, I tried to take this off to I thought maybe it was too tight and Bill yelled at me, so I left it alone. He said, "Don't ever do that again." So here we are. Um, But yeah, otherwise I feel great. I'm happy. It's beautiful outside. After I finish this, I'm gonna go sit back out on the front porch and soak up the sun. And we're having one of my favorite dinners tonight. Do you know what that is? Grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato soup. Um, we tried making homemade tomato soup once, ugh. But I like that Progresso tomato basil. Do you ever see that at Walmart? It's called Progresso soup. The can is like blue and green. Um, that's my favorite tomato soup, that tomato basil. And they don't always have it at my local Walmart. So when they do, we like snatch up as many cans of it as they have. Uh, I know you did not care about that at all. So anyway, um, that's it. Thank you for the well wishes. Uh, I'm really looking forward to this becoming good because I had to go through it again with this hand. Um, it's really unfortunate that they didn't let me keep the piece of bone removed. But actually, I don't know how I would have felt though. Like if they were like, here's a piece of your skeleton, and like, would I have felt strange about it? Like, would I have been freaked out by it? I don't know. Hmm. I guess it's no different than like when you lose a tooth when you're a kid, which Josani, it freaks Josani out. The idea of the tooth fairy always freaked him out. So Josani never told us when he lost a tooth. He just kept it quiet. And, we take him to the dentist every 6 months. And like the one time they said, well, he has all his adult teeth now. And we're like, when did he lose those teeth? And he said he just throws them away. Because we saw this movie called The Guardians or Rise of the Guardians years ago, and there was a tooth fairy in it. Great movie. Um, and he's like, why does she take the teeth? What does she do with them? And he was just freaked out by it. So he always kept it secret. Although I do have the first tooth he lost in a package up in my library. As a parent, you want to keep that. Um, I'm babbling. Maybe it's the medicine. Maybe I'm just bored. But I enjoy talking on these videos, and hopefully there's somebody out there listening. But that's it. I do love you guys, and I appreciate you all very much. Forgive me if I'm a pain in the next like 5 days, or 7 days or whatever it is. I'm going to be home, and I'm going to be really limited to what I can do. So it only takes a few fingers to set up these videos, but that's it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. But I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. Uh, Full moon. I thought for sure I was going to bleed to death and die during my surgery since, full moon begins like tonight into tomorrow, and that's a bad time for surgery. But I didn't. So, yay, I lived to experience it and tell the tale. But all right, you guys, thank you all for wasting moments of your life to watch my videos. Thank you all for your friendship over the years and the friendship now. And I've made a lot of new friends in just the past few months. So thank you all for being subscribers to my channel. It doesn't get you any benefits. I'm sorry. Um, but I'll never charge you for it. So if you like this video, subscribe it or click it, or you know what I'm supposed to say, all that. So that's it. God bless you guys. Love you all very much. And we'll talk again